My little TisaTells. How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Kim Kardashian, baby, the hunt for a man just ratchet up it a notch. Y'all, what am I talking about? Kim Kardashian was out there dipping and diving, making moves. She is determined to land herself a man by any means possible. Unfortunately, people said she was at the private equity fund out in Luxembourg, Germany. We'll talk about it, making a fool of herself. Meanwhile, people were saying that Pete manned up because he kicked out people from his comedy set for saying disgusting things about Kim. Boy, you ain't fooling anyone. Some of the most disgusting things about Kim came out your mouth. You want to know what I think happened? Pete was having a stand-up comedy routine. He was making lame jokes. The smell of Doritos was wafting from his mouth and was wafting off of his mouth and his feet. Somebody was interrupting his lame jokes. And we all know Pete got a temper. I'm surprised that Kim was actually around Pete for so long, because he really does. He cursed out PETA because they were criticizing him buying another puppy. Pete, what do you care what PETA's saying about you? Everybody has been dragged by PETA. That's what they do. They are professional trolls, right? They are. That's their model. They get under people's skin. You called and left a voicemail cursing somebody out, calling her every bleepity bleep thing in the world, unhinged. You crashed your car into the side of the thing, talking about you defending Kim. Baby, you were defending those tired, lame jokes. Again, Pete was at a comedy session, not being funny, and he got mad because somebody was interrupting his lame jokes. And then his publicist wanted to spin it. Instead of being like, Pete irrationally goes off on somebody in the audience and his temper rears. Let's not forget, he tried to slap chop a grandpa at like the Knicks game or something when somebody's grandpa was just trying to get a picture with them, and he literally just snapped on him, didn't say anything. And so he's had so much bad press from his temper coming out to play. They knew that it was going to be that Pete cursed out a woman in the audience. Maybe she was even a girl. I don't know. I assume his fans are 13 and under. You know, they like fart jokes. No offense to anybody likes fart jokes, right? But anyway, I think that like there was a girl in the audience, is what people are saying, that Pete cursed out. And now, so it doesn't pick up that Pete cursed out someone and acted like the jerk he is when he's not trying to lay down gold and climb to the social thing. Y'all get the gist of it. Instead, you're like, oh my God, he's such a gentleman. He defended Kim's honor. Man, shut up. He don't give a DA what about Kim. Speaking of Kim, baby, Kim is back on that ladder trying to climb. Unfortunately, nobody wants. Y'all listen, Kim flew via private jet to speak at a private equity event, right? And when I first heard it, I said, oh, Kim's finally doing something with that little private equity fund she has. Now, why was that surprising? Because I'll say one thing, Kim and Chris are very smart. There are a lot of rumors going around that Kim was a plaything to a very wealthy man. That is how, even though Chris and them have always had those connections, Kim really leveled up in the last year as far as being in rooms that you're just like, how did you get into this room, right? And it wasn't because you divorced Kanye. It's just like you did this level up, almost like you had a benefactor. A lot of people said that that was Jeff Bezos, Lauren Sanchez. Let's not forget that Jeff invited Kim to Lauren's 50th birthday party or 52nd birthday party he threw. Lauren and Kim posed. There was all this stuff. Jeff was around. Lauren got that ring. Kim's fund has not purchased anything or done anything. A lot of people are gossiping that whoever was supposed to fund the fund has lost interest, and that fund is DOA. It's been more than a year since she said, and they have not acquired one business, done anything. Anyway, I was like, oh, so she's going to this thing to announce like, yo, this is what my fund's doing. All right, this is going to be interesting. But I should have known it was nothing but smoke and mirrors, because Kim literally got up in front of a bunch of private equity juggernauts and asked the secret to private equity success. Y'all, Kim is out here looking for dates at a private equity. Kim is literally doing the rules. She is reading like a 1960 manual on how to find your husband. Be around the rooms of the men you want to be in. I'm surprised Kim's not going to fake like she broke her ankle and go off to like some I would say plastic surgery. Kim would actually do well to marry a big time plastic surgeon. She can be his muse. She can grow the practice. But you know, Kim doesn't like to admit she had any surgery, right? She got a whole new face like Nicolas Cage, right? Talking about some future, mask off. And she don't want to admit it. But let's actually be real, okay? I know I'm the one making jokes, but let's be real, right? They're saying Kim seeks the secret of private equity success as rising rates bite. Listen to this mess. This was in Berlin, Germany. They're saying reality star Kim Kardashian's arrival at a gathering of the globe's top deal brokers in Berlin failed to dispel their dark mood as the rising cost of money puts the brakes on private equity industry. So Kim already seems to have lost her little benefactor. Her fund that she made a whole head. Like, remember last year when she was on that cover looking like a diseased naked mole rat with her booty in a jockstrap, looking down, sneering? Baby, you listen. She was like, my man like it. Yeah, well, your man ain't financing anymore. And she was saying, I'm in bigger rooms now. You know, what Kanye had was cute, but I'm in bigger rooms now, right? Again, are you still in those bigger rooms? Because when is this private equity fund going to do anything? Again, is Jeff Bezos behind it? Don't forget he honored her. Well, you know what? Let me stop gossiping and get to this mess. Because Kim really put herself in the room because she's trying to be chosen. You can tell, and you know what? I kind of feel sorry, not sorry for Kim, because Kim has no. But in this, right? Kim just got out of the dating game. Kanye married Bianca, but clearly Bianca to marry Kanye that quick has been in love with him by a while. His genius probably wilder, all this other stuff. Kim, on the other hand, rushed into a relationship with Pete Davidson. I don't care what anybody says. Messing around with Pete lowered her stock. It really made people look at her. Kanye built her up to be like Kim Kardashian, right? When she messed with Pete, a lot of people are like, huh? It's like messing with a gutter rat. And they see you sitting there eating pizza with Pizza Rat. And it's like, you want me to take you to a 5-star restaurant? A lot of stuff changed. And I think that Kim, at the end of the day, has been out of the dating market for a good 9 years. There might have been people in her DMs, there might have been slight flirtations, but she's been off the market for 9 years. So she has to get her feet wet and understand like this new dating reality. Kanye looked at the new dating reality and was like, will you marry me? And married Bianca like that. So maybe Kim, but Kim can't find anybody to marry her. Anyway, right? They said flanked by bodyguards. Kim drew a crowd. I do not believe that for a second, because if Kim did draw a crowd, she would have took a picture of it. They said flanked by bodyguards, Kim drew a crowd of hundreds of executives at the Super Return Industry event, saying she wanted to learn the secrets of investing, having set up her own fund last year. So you got dressed, looked pretty, made a speech with a bunch of serious hedge fund people saying you want to learn the secrets. You want to learn the secrets now after you made a fund a year ago and didn't do anything. This is a shameless ploy to catch a man, and nobody bit, right? But I know they were all sitting there like, we know who you are. We know your mama too. Are you, what is going on? We're trying to figure out, if you guys don't know, the private equity funds have been in the toilet. Things have not been going well. The dollar, listen, I'm not getting into it, but it's like lean times right now, right? The cream always rises to the top, but Kim's equity fund is not the cream. A lot of equity funds are really having hard times. So in this convention, people were really like, not looking for something, but it was a little bit on the serious side. And Kim gets up there being like, I would like to learn from you. I know they were like, if you get, we know who you are. Get her off the stage. We're trying to save our businesses. Get her off the stage. Anyway, talking about our ambitions, Kim, whose empire spans skincare, is Skin by Kim still in? Does anybody buy it? Did anybody spend $1,000 to look like Kim? Because you should have took that $1,000 and took it to Kim's plastic surgery. No, I'm sorry, her dermatologist, right? They're saying whose empire spans skincare and underwear sought what she calls the magic sauce or special qualities of founders of companies which she funds that is yet to make an investment, could back. Yeah, so special qualities for founders of companies which her fund, her private equity fund, could back. However, they say she has yet to make a single investment. I'm telling you, whoever that rich dude was, I think it was a billionaire. Maybe it was Musk, maybe it's Shane. Whoever was founding her pulled back. And now all those people that were kissing her butt because you might have been to somebody really big, they're just like, oh, you don't got any sauce. They're right back to kissing Lauren's butt. Anyway, they say, but the private equity is currently experiencing one of its toughest runs since the coming age of 1980s, as rapid rise in interest rates to combat inflation make the debt that underpins the industry scarce and expensive. Y'all, listen. Again, somebody that actually knew what they were talking about said it's been easier in the past. Deal flow was reduced significantly. We have to pedal harder, said Jose Pfeiffer, who leads InvestCorp's European private equity group on the sidelines of Super Return. Anyway, you guys, there were big and heavy hitters there. They were all speaking. They were all doing this. They said Kim, though she kept her cards close to her chest, all technical questions were directed to her investment partner, Jay Salmon. So Kim did what she did. She went to a private equity firm. She spoke. She wanted to get her face out there. And then she sat there like a mute cricket. And the person that really knew what was going on, which was Jay Simmons, spoke. But even he didn't have an answer. And it was really embarrassing to admit that a year after you made all this hoopla, you have not invested in one single product. You guys, I don't know. I'm beginning to feel like Kim's private equity fund is DOA. Let's see what her next venture is. Again, she'll always have Skims. Maybe she can do a Skims by Yeezy collab. I'm just saying. Call Bianca and see if she's interested. Y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.